The movie begins with the ghost of Gotham talk radio telling everyone about the new surveillance blimps. He asks the audience if they think that the blimps are an attack on people's privacy. Then they announce that there have been several meteor showers recently, but NASA's announced that most of the Kryptonian debris has gone past Earth. After that, the host announces that there have been no sightings of Batman, while Superman has been busy with trying to impeach President Lex Luthor. Meanwhile, a meteor enters Earth and crashes into Gotham Harbor, causing a huge tidal wave. Civilians call the radio and tell the hosts about what they've witnessed. They claim that the meteor had lit up the whole sky and caused an earthquake. At the same time, Batman drives toward Gotham Harbor and dives into the water. He swims toward the debris of the meteor and picks it up to inspect it. When he notices that it looks like kryptonite, he swims further into the water. There, he finds a large spacecraft and goes closer to take a look. During this time, a girl emerges from the water and enters Batman's Batmobile. She accidentally starts the car and starts moving towards the docks. Batman's watch lights up and informs him that there is an intruder in his car. He swims to the top and sees his car moving forward. He latches onto the car, but it keeps moving further and finally crashes into the dock, causing it to explode. Angry, Batman comes out of the water to question the driver. Sometime later, the naked girl walks into a dark alley where men are working. As soon as they spot her, they begin harassing her. The girl speaks in a foreign language, further confusing the men. Just as a man touches her, she pushes him and he goes flying back. Then she pushes another man and he falls to the ground as well. The third man apologizes to her and gives her his coat to wear before leaving. The girl runs out into the street and crosses the road without looking at the traffic. A car suddenly hits her, but she uses her strength to stop the car. The man comes out of the car and asks her if she is okay. Instead of replying, she starts running in the opposite direction just as a blimp spots her. This alerts the police as well, and they start following the girl. However, she uses her laser eyes to destroy one of the police cruisers. Once again, she runs, and just as the police corner her in an alley, she begins to float in the air. As the police start shooting at her, they find that the bullets are not damaging her. The girl then climbs up on a building, but finds Batman waiting for her at the top. Before he can stop her, the girl pushes him away, causing him to crash into another building. Meanwhile, the girl loses control of her flying ability and crashes into a blimp, causing it to crash. Just in time, Superman arrives there and maneuvers the blimp towards the harbor, managing to save people from getting crushed underneath it. During this time, the girl sits inside an abandoned building, confused and scared. When Batman arrives there, he uses a kryptonite stone and knocks her out. Then he takes the girl to the Batcave and starts running a body scan. He finds that her DNA is not human and that she has a large quantity of neural stem cells. All of a sudden, the girl breaks out of her confines and uses her laser to destroy Batman's equipment. As she starts floating again, Superman arrives there and calms her down before talking to her in their native language. He informs Batman that the girl's name is Kara Zor-El and that she is his cousin and belongs to Krypton, much like Superman himself. The next day, Superman and Batman take Kara's space vessel to the Fortress of Solitude, where Superman reads the engravings on it. He finds that Kara's parents had sent her to Earth to keep her safe and wanted their daughter to have a better life. Just then, Batman, who had been reading up on Kara's cell structure, informs Superman that his cousin may be stronger than he is, which is why he's suspicious about why she appeared all of a sudden out of nowhere. At that moment, Kara breaks down the lab doors and tells the two superheroes that something's attacking them. When Batman asks her what it is, she points towards the door as Superman's dog. Krypto jumps to attack her. Before anything can happen, Superman manages to stop Krypto and manages to calm him down. However, after the cynic, Batman takes this as a warning sign as well. He tells Superman that his dog is usually a good judge of character and he might have sensed something off about the girl. Kara, who's been listening in on the conversation, gets frustrated and tells them that she does not know what she has done to be punished. Then Superman sends her to her quarters while he tells Batman that he needs to give her a chance because she might just be his last surviving blood relative. Sometime later, Batman decides to visit Kara in her quarters and she immediately senses his presence. As the two of them walk towards statues of Superman's parents, she tells Batman that she knows who they are. He asks if she knows who they are because her cousin had told her about them or if she remembers them. Kara recalls that the only thing she remembers from her time in Krypton is that Superman's parents had warned her parents of the possible destruction of their planet. To protect her, they had also created a vessel and told her that they would follow right behind her. However, just as her vessel was about to launch, she had witnessed a bright light that had killed her parents. After she finishes telling Batman her story, she finds that he is still skeptical about her. She angrily walks away and tells him that he is heartless. Elsewhere on another planet, Granny Goodness asks Treasure if she thinks she can become the captain to Honor Guards. She accepts his challenge and Granny Goodness calls forth the Furies. Treasure puts up a good fight at first, but she's no match for the four powerful warriors, and they end up killing her. Then Darkseid appears behind Granny Goodness and tells him that a girl has appeared on Earth and that he needs to capture her before he disappears again. On the other hand, Kara and Superman wander the streets of Metropolis. Kara asks Superman what she needs to do to become an Earthling. Then for the next few hours, the two of them spend their time shopping for new clothes and eating junk food. In the evening, Clark takes Kara to a park where she notices a large statue of Superman. She asks him if he regrets having powers, but he replies that he does not. Just then, Clark senses someone watching them and tells Kara to be careful. All of a sudden, a beam of light hits him, causing him to crash into bushes nearby. While he tries to recover, Kara is caught by a rope that starts dragging her away. Superman tries helping her, but he gets surrounded by clones of Lila. He then starts to move at a high speed and takes down the clones. Just then he notices Kara in Wonder Woman's hold. She tells him that Kara has no control over her power and points to the destruction she had caused when she started shooting lasers from her eyes. She reminds him that Kara would have hurt people if this had happened during the day. Batman appears there as well and assures Superman to trust Wonder Woman, who will train Kara to have more control over her powers. A few weeks later, in the island nation of Themyscira, Lila gets a vision of Superman carrying an unconscious Kara out of the water. Then she is told that it is time for Kara's fight with Artemis, a warrior in Themyscira. They fight for a while, but when Artemis knocks Kara down, Superman interrupts their fit and cuts it short. He tells Wonder Woman that he is taking her back to the metropolis, but everyone agrees that she's much safer on the island. Angry that everyone is making decisions for her behind her back, Kara storms off with Layla. She starts complaining about Superman treating her like a child before convincing Lila that they should go swimming to cool off. Scared that her visions may come true, Lila hesitates. On the other side of the island, Wonder Woman once again reassures Superman that the island is the safest place for Lila because her army is always on standby. All of a sudden, Batman notices a portal opening in front of them. For the portal, an alien called Doomsday appears in front of the superheroes. As they prepare to take down the alien, Batman points out that the portal is still open, which could mean that there are more aliens coming. Just as he predicted, clones of Doomsday appear from the portal. Wonder Woman summons her army and everyone begins fighting against the aliens. In the middle of the fight, Batman realizes that something is off and rushes to find Kara. Meanwhile, Superman notices that there are too many aliens for them to take down without killing them. He tells the army to retreat and then uses his super lasers to kill all the clones. With most of the power drained, he collapses to the ground, but before they can rest, Batman calls them toward the harbor. There they notice a blonde woman lying face down in the water. Superman assumes the worst and rushes towards the woman, thinking that it is Kara who had died. Batman informs them that the clones were to distract everyone while another portal opened up near Kara and Lila, and the aliens had overpowered them. When Superman turns the body, he finds that it is Lila instead of Kara who has died. This is when he sees Lila's last vision of Darkseid. He informs the superheroes that he's going to Apokolips to rescue Kara. In Apokolips, Kara is thrown into a cell where Darkseid appears behind her and tells her about his plans to take over the world. He assures her that as the captain of Honor Guards, she will have more power and respect than what she had on Earth. The scene changes to a peaceful town where the superheroes land. They knock on a woman's door, and when she answers, we find out that her name is Barda, the former captain of Darkseid's Honor Guards. Superman tells her that his cousin is stuck in Apokolips, and since she knows the planet best, they need her help going there. At first, she refuses to help them, saying that Darkseid controls your minds and makes you do his evil doings. However, she later agrees on the condition that they will take her along with them. Soon, a portal appears in their home and everyone teleports to Apokolips. As soon as they enter Apocalypse, Barda tells everyone to be careful since Darkseid already knows that they are on his planet. Superman instructs everyone to split up so they can find Kara. Wonder Woman and Barda find themselves in an arena where they fight against the Furies, while both Superman and Batman take down monsters that attack them. With Barda's help, Wonder Woman manages to take down one of the Furies, but Barda gets caught by two of them. At the same time, Superman arrives at Darkseid's lair and tells him to let Kara go. He claims that Kara's free to leave as she pleases. Just then, Kara appears and tells Superman that she will be staying in Apocalypse because she has a home there. Elsewhere, Batman takes down Darkseid's warriors and activates Darkseid's Hellspores. Meanwhile, Kara attacks Superman, but he refuses to fight back, not wanting to hurt her. With Kara completely under Darkseid's control, she continues fighting him, intending to kill Superman and become a superhero back in Metropolis. When Batman arrives in Darkseid's lair, he threatens to activate the Hellspores that have the power to destroy an entire planet unless he lets Kara go. Eventually, he relents and lets the superheroes take Kara back home. Clark takes Kara to Smallville, where she will be living with his parents, but as soon as they get there, Darkseid emerges from his house and begins attacking Clark. He manages to catch Clark off guard and he's able to take him down. With Superman no longer there to protect her, Kara attacks Darkseid and puts up a good fight. However, Darkseid is too strong for her and he beats her until she loses consciousness. Out in the galaxy, Superman regains his strength from the sun and flies back to Smallville. When he notices Kara passed out, he attacks Darkseid, and a furious fight begins between the two of them. Sometime later, Kara regains consciousness and opens a portal behind Darkseid. Superman then uses his laser to send Darkseid into the galaxy. Watching her cousin fight, Kara tells Superman that she now knows what her purpose is. The two of them going back to the island of Themyscira, where Superman introduces Kara as Supergirl. The end. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.